Okay, welcome back. Last time we challenged Sabrina at the Saffron City Gym and earned gym badge number 6. Now we're back on Cinnabar Island, and quite simply the plan for today is just do everything on Cinnabar Island, starting with the Pokemon Mansion. Realistically, because we can't get into the gym until we go through here. Pretty much, there is a key located somewhere in this building, and, well, that's the key to get into the gym. Why it's there? There's probably a reason. Okay, we also got a Grimer. Fantastic. So basically, the reason why the key is in here is because Blaine kind of used to work here. So I guess the spare key must just be in the mansion somewhere. I think that's how it works. Anyway, we now catch a Grimer, and I'm very happy about that. Grimer would have been my pick. Like, if I was playing this in such a way where I could just kind of run around and pick my encounter for each area, Grimer would have been my pick for this area. Mostly because my only other options that weren't dupes were Coughing or Wheezing, and as much as I do like both Coughing and Wheezing, I also don't have any repels. Okay, we are doing this the old-fashioned way. I hope you are ready for many, many encounters that I'm going to run away from like a big hero, because I can't be bothered to fight them. Okay, we find an escape rope. Now, I also know that there's various switches I have to hit in here to kind of just close and open various grates, but we will manage. Also, I am very glad that the game just allows me to run in here and doesn't force me to walk everywhere. It's a very minor thing, but I'm very glad that it's there. Now, also, pretty much my only options for encounters in here were Rattata and Raticate, so obviously couldn't get those. Couldn't get those because they're dupes. Growlithe, which would be dupes. And then if I'd made it to the basement without getting an encounter, I could find Ditto down there. However, we also have Coughing, Wheezing, and Grimer in here. I think in Leaf Green, Coughing's encounter rate is what Grimer's is, and Grimer and Muck take precedent. So I think that's one of the kind of... It's not really an exclusive thing for each version of the game, but it does flip some of the encounter rates. So you can still get both Pokemon in each game, but it's a lot easier to find one than the other. Which, to be fair, I think is a good way to do it. It's like, hey, you don't need both versions to get you don't need both versions to get these Pokemon, but you know, it's just a little bit easier to find it in one than the other. I do think that is a pretty good way to do that. Okay, so, you know what, while I'm here, let's fight this kid. Ah, you startled me. I thought you were a ghost. Honestly, that's a valid concern. Like, I think that is a perfectly valid concern. Mostly because this is a kind of old, abandoned, burnt-out mansion. Yeah, I would probably be worried too if someone just randomly popped up behind me, you know? I mean, realistically, I get kind of worried if people just pop up behind me in general, because... yeah, I don't like being startled. I don't think anyone really does. I think... like, okay, I don't like getting randomly startled, and I think that's why I don't like jump scares. Partially... okay. Because, realistically, when it comes down to it, a jump scare is less scary, more, or a quick, ah, gotcha. Also, if that startled anyone, I'm genuinely really sorry. But yeah, basically, my issue with jump scares is they're more a quick startle than a genuine scare. I think, I mean, realistically, things being scary, obviously, that obviously all comes down to personal things, because some things that I might find terrifying might just be a completely normal thing that you just enjoy. And I think that kind of applies for everyone. Because obviously not all fears are going to be just kind of not all fears are going to be shared, I suppose. Anyway, let's move on up to floor number 2 as we continue to comb through this mansion. And also... I do want to be a little bit careful because I think the Coughings in here will no self-destruct, which means if I encounter one and can't get away, that could be pretty bad for me. Now, I'm also going to put Talia out front. I'm going to put Talia out front because most of the trainers in here carry fire or electric type Pokemon, I think. And that's pretty just easy for me. I can't get out! This whole place is one big puzzle! Bro, go down the stairs and walk in a straight line. Like, I know I shouldn't be aiding Burglar Arnie to get out of this old abandoned mansion, but, you know, I mean, if he's stealing stuff, I probably shouldn't be helping him. But also, like, buddy, literally straight line to the stairs, down the stairs, straight line, and you're out the door. And it's not like and this isn't like a Resident Evil 1 situation. You don't have anything like guarding the door, preventing you from coming in or out. Anyway, now we're just gonna Earthquake. Probably shouldn't Earthquake in this building. I probably shouldn't Earthquake in here. I might bring the entire thing down. But also at the same time, it worked in Silphco and didn't bring that skyscraper down, so you know what? We should be okay. Honestly, I love the idea of just... I love the stupid logic that Pokemon has for that. Also, Amulet Coin came in huge for fighting that guy. Also, I believe this... I think that item over there is like a zinc or an iron or something. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that in here you find a protein, a zinc, an iron, a carbose, a calcium, and a protein, an iron, a calcium, a zinc, a carbose, and I think there's an HP up as well. And, well, there's a zinc that is a special defense boost. And now we get a little thing. Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. Also, I should note, there are various diaries around here. I am going to read them all. I'm probably going to read them in the complete wrong order. So, yeah, apologies on that in advance. Now then, I am also going the wrong way and probably should have just bought some repels before I came in here. But hey, that's, oh, I guess that's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. Okay, so the last diary was in July 10th, to be more accurate. And I believe the main one, I'm fairly sure the main one is from, like, the next February, I think. I might be wrong on that. Diary, July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. So, that was the Pokemon so, basically, they discovered Mew in South America. And this, the diaries scattered around the Pokemon Mansion tell you, honestly, a fair bit of story of some of the things that are going on behind the scenes during Gen 1. Because, I'll be honest, people love to go on about how Gen 1 doesn't really have a story. I really like Gen 1's approach to storytelling. Because I think a lot of it is up to interpretation, and like, you don't need to interact with the story. Like, you can go through the entire game and just go like, oh yeah, it just didn't have a story. If you want to. Honestly, I think I'm gonna quickly escape rope out. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna escape rope out. Run, buy some repels, and come back, because this is going to take forever. If I'm just getting jumped every 2 seconds. And this is probably the only time I'm going to be a quitter and do that, because honestly, I'm normally not this bothered by encounter rates, if I'm being totally honest. Anyway, now let's grab... I'll buy 20. I know that super repels are actually much better value for money, because they're like 500, I think they're like 550 for 200 steps or something. But hey, we'll manage. And I'll still have plenty of grinding to do before I, you know, reach the Pokemon League. So, yeah, money is going to be no object to me in this game. So I will be totally fine with all of the money for the rest of the game. Now then, I need to actually hit this switch, because this now opens up this door, which also leads to another area upstairs. So I also quickly want to check out over here, because I don't remember what's up here. Oh, it's another diary. So this is another important one, assumably. Diary. February 6th. Mew gave birth. We named them a newborn Mewtwo. Okay. This place is, like, huge. So, this is basically like, oh, this is where Mewtwo came from. And, honestly, this, if you don't know, like, if you were playing this for the first time and you didn't have any knowledge of anything that would come later, I think that, just by itself, of just like, there's a Pokemon called Mew, and now there's Mewtwo, and just that alone, just that little tiny bit of information, also that is big money. Like, I think just that tiny bit of information by itself is one of the most important little things in Pokemon history. And in here we find an IN, 10 out of 10. So now, okay, Repel wore off, so let's quickly just throw on another one real quick. Also, I know there's 2 or 3 TMs in here. I'm just hoping that, I'm hoping that one of them is good. I'm not too hopeful. My mentor once lived here. Okay, buddy, can you tell me what's going on in this mansion then? Scientist Braden. Okay, you have a Magnemite. It is level 33. I'm just going to Earthquake my way through here. Don't you worry about me, old buddy. Exit is right over there. Because, let's be real, your Pokemon are getting wiped out, and you are going back to the Pokemon Center probably directly after this. So once again, we just EQ, and just do a ton of damage. That one-shots Magneton, it's quite effective stab Earthquake, of course it's one-shotting. And with that, Talia hits level 40. So I think 4 of my 6 Pokemon are now level 40, and his last Pokemon is a Voltorb, and I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb, because I don't really get to use it all that much. And with that, the Voltorb goes down because Voltorb is made of paper. Whew, overwhelming. And also, thanks for the money, buddy. So you're stuck? Try jumping off over there. I mean, that's a bit uncalled for, isn't it? Anyway, if we go down here, we can also grab an HP up. 10 out of 10, I guess I was actually right about the items in here. Now, I accidentally went back downstairs. Anyway. So I distinctly remember you actually need to jump off from here. Because if you jump off from the other side, I think you actually end up in the wrong place. But this is where we need to be. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here. Did you not just see me fall from like 2 stories up? Because I just fell from like 2 stories up. And yeah, that was probably bad. Like, my knees are probably very injured. I mean, realistically, I imagine it's probably a case of, it says I fell. I probably just, pulled Zephyr out the Pokeball for a second, kind of just gently floated down. Okay, that is a Weezing. All I need to do is hope it doesn't explode. Okay, just went for Sludge. It went for Sludge. What was I worried about? No poison? 10 out of 10. I love it when it doesn't poison me. And Slash comes through, doesn't quite kill. Smog misses, because Smog is... Honestly, Smog is such a bad move. Like, it does have the potential to poison. And it is a tiny bit more powerful than Poison Sting. But it's got the... But for some reason, it has the accuracy... Like, I don't know why it has the accuracy of something like Fire Blast. Oh, also, Pokemon Mansion has one of the weirdest kind of exits I've ever seen in for a thing, but we'll see about that in just a moment. Uh-oh, where am I now? You are in the basement, buddy. You walked into the basement. Okay, Burglar Lewis has a Growlithe. Well, can't really complain. Growlithe is a good Pokemon. It's a very good dog. Big fan of Growlithe. And we're just going to click Earthquake because it's super effective stab. It's super effective stab. I don't need to worry about it even with the -1 attack from the Intimidate. Because to be totally honest, I think there is a distinct possibility that it could have survived a Sludge Bomb after it. But you know what, let's use Ponyta as a test for that. Okay, yeah, Ponyta, I'm pretty sure... Oh, that's a lot of damage. But I think I still outsped, so I'm just going to go for Slash and finish off this Ponyta. 10 out of 10, great work, Talia. Goes up to level 41. Now, I believe there are 2 TMs down here, and also what I'm looking for. And so, we are going to quickly hit this switch and read this diary. Diary, September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. So, basically, not only did they create Mewtwo, but they can't control it. Which is, you know, very much kind of on brand. It's a, you know, it's kind of, like, scientist plays God, can't control their creation. This place is ideal for a lab. Look at all this space. Yeah, it's almost like there used to be one here. Okay, so, that's just a Magnemite, we're fine. Well, honestly, I saw that I had 35 HP and kind of worried a little bit, and then I kind of just remembered, oh, yeah, right, I'm level 41. I'm going to just overpower and outspeed basically anything in here. So, yeah, I feel pretty okay with not healing Talia here. Okay, goes for Rule Out and missed. The fact that I went for Rule Out and I knew it would have been resisted probably tells me that that Electrode could only have used Rule Out to hurt me. Either way, we get a nice chunk of EXP. What was that for? You challenge me! I like it here. It's conducive to my studies. Fair enough. Now, I think I do need to actually use that statue, but in the meantime, let's quickly run over here. TM14, it contains Vice Grip. Okay, so anything that I could teach Blizzard can now learn Vice Grip. Great. Fantastic, I suppose. And there's the secret key that we needed. But if we come down here, there's also a TM. TM22, it contains Curse. So, normally that would be Solar Beam. And Solar Beam is pretty strong. It's base 120 grass move. However, now let's just push this switch and... you know what, yeah, I'll just use one more repellent and get myself out of here. And now we get to play a fun little game of how does this work? Oh, there is another statue I need to interact with. So let's quickly just run on over here, interact with this statue, turn it back on, and now we can get on out of here. Because despite the fact that we are going to go through what is very clearly not where we came in from, this will actually take us outside. Yeah, that's how that works. If it had dropped you out like here at the back of the building or even at the side, I would have understood it a little bit more. But hey, can't really complain. Now then, let's quickly go and heal before we go and challenge this gym. Pretty much, the Cinnabar Island gym is basically going to just be the Talia and Kuzenbo show. If anyone else comes out, something has probably gone horribly, horribly wrong. But hey, we'll see how it goes. And by that I mean, we are just going to Earthquake and surf our way to victory. Cinnabar Island Pokemon Gym. Leader, Blaine. The hot-headed Quizmaster. So, obviously, as you could probably guess, this gym is Fire type. Yo, champion for making. The hot-headed Blaine is a Fire Pokemon Pro. Douses spirits with water. You'd better take some burn heals too. I have full heals, that'll be fine. Okay, so, the way this gym works is you have to answer questions. Pokemon quiz. Get it right and the door opens to the next room. Get it wrong and face a trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. Here we go. Caterpie evolves into Metapod? Yes! So, basically, if you get it wrong, you have to fight the trainer. However, I'm still going to fight all the trainers just because I like getting the EXP and the money. Okay, Burglar Quinn leads with a Growlithe, level 36. And it has Intimidate, so that's minorly inconvenienced. So that is a minor inconvenience, and I have access to more Surfs than Earthquakes, so I'm just going to go to Kuzenbo for this. Oddish, it's not really going to do a whole lot. And Okay, I'll be honest, there's one of these questions that I always kind of mess myself up on. I kind of trip over it. I feel like there's one question in here that I trip over every single time, and I don't know how I do it. Anyway, Vulpix comes in, and we're just gonna Water Gun. I'm just gonna Water Gun on all the kind of weaker things, I suppose. It was mostly just to kind of conserve Surfs in the off chance that I need them, because Blaine's ace is level 47. Although his entire team kind of runs the range. His team ranges from, I think it's like 42 all the way up to 47. Also, that Vulpix went for Imprison. Imprison, basically, if I remember correctly, it's just like, okay, if you share moves, you can't use it. So, for example, if Helios was out, and it used Imprison and they both had Flamethrower, I wouldn't be able to use Flamethrower. Okay, thank you, Kuzenbo. Thank you for finally breaking out. Because that was starting to get a little bit embarrassing, I think, not gonna lie. And your last Pokemon is a Ninetales. Okay, I'm not playing any games with a Ninetales, I'm just gonna Surf. And we break out of Confusion. Surf probably just takes out this Ninetales in one hit. Actually, yeah, Ninetales does have pretty solid special defense, but we can finish it off with a Water Gun, and there we go. And because we led with Talia, we will also get a nice chunk of money on the increase because we won. And had the Amulet coin out. So, off we go to question number 2. Ooh, we have 2 trainers here, okay. Same thing there. So what is the question? There are 9 certified Pokemon League badges. No. Because obviously there's 8 in this gym. Sorry, there's 8 in this gen. Despite the fact that good old Gary Oak in the anime did get 10. He had 10, but assumably, you know, some of them were kind of unlicensed gyms that he beat. Because you do see people pop up every now and then in the anime, and it's just like, hey, I have my own Pokemon gym. Either way, honestly, that earthquake was uncalled for. That was excessive. Second Vulpix. Let's try Sludge Bomb. I'll see how much Sludge Bomb does. It probably still one-shots. Vulpix is not the bulkiest. Okay, that crit was uncalled for. Like, Talia, I appreciate that you do great work and you're hitting really hard, but you don't need to do them like this. However, I will Earthquake the evolved Pokemon. Basically, if I see a Ninetales, if I see a Rapidash, if I see something like that, I'll Earthquake it. However, you know, now that I think about it, I don't remember, does anyone in this gym have a Magmar? I think Blaine must have one. Yeah, surely Blaine has to have a Magmar. Like, in the anime it was his ace. But I know it isn't here. Anyway, gonna be totally honest, I can't get Magmar in this game. My only shot at getting Magmar, unless, obviously, if I pick up a static Pokemon somewhere, and I could pick up a static Pokemon somewhere and that could have been randomized to a Magmar, but otherwise, Electabuzz was my only shot at getting one, and Electabuzz was available in one location and one location only. And also, yes, you are not reading that wrong. Talia hit level 42, and the game was like, hey, do you want to learn how to use Fury Swipes? It's like, not really, no, I don't quite want Fury Swipes at level 42. I feel like I'm maybe a little bit too high level for that at this point. But hey, that's just the nature of kind of the older Pokemon games. You'll get kind of mediocre moves for most of your moveset. Well, for most of your learn set, to be more accurate. Like, and there are some Pokemon who just kind of get the real short end of the stick. Because it's like, okay, you get your good move. What? Oh, when? Oh, like level 68. So, okay, so just way after it would be usable. Like, the credits have long since rolled. I mean, to be fair, Pokemon is one of those games that is very good at kind of keeping you going after the credits roll. Okay, same thing. What is the question here? Poliwag evolves 3 times. No, it evolves twice. It evolves twice, but once it becomes Poliwhirl, it can become 2 different Pokemon. Basically, it becomes Poliwhirl, that is a set evolution, then either you trade it with a King's Rock and get Politoed, or you use a Water Stone and you get Poliwrath. And I'm just going to EQ this Ponyta because I don't know if I was actually pretty mean. Either way, Tillia is kind of just tearing through this gym. And also, oh, he only had one Pokemon. I wasn't really paying attention, he only had one Pokemon. Okay, sorry Ramon. I think there's 2 people left for me to fight here before I get to Blaine. Anyway, let's see here. Are electric moves good against ground Pokemon? No. They are, in fact, completely useless. You can't use them. I know why Blaine became a trainer. Okay, so, this is where you get a little bit of Blaine lore. This guy gives you a little bit of Blaine lore. Basically, he was up on a mountain, and he was saved by a Pokemon. Okay, Rapidash goes for takedown. I'll do like 30. Meh, close enough. I think that was like 26. EQ just wipes out the Rapidash. That is, yeah, that's the end of that Rapidash. Now the real question is, do I level up from this? No, but I'm very close to it. What? And also, these guys don't give anywhere near as much money. Our leader, Blaine, became lost in the mountains, but, when night fell when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared. Its light allowed Blaine to find his way down safely. So basically, he was saved by a Moltres. And I think that's a kind of cool little bit of detail and kind of backstory for him. Okay, what's the next question? Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. True. Because there are, you know, IVs, EVs, different... IVs, like, IVs, EVs, natures, moveset. Yeah, you can have 2 Pokemon of the same level, but they are never going to be guaranteed to be the exact same. Okay, we just go for Slash, because that'll probably still one-shot. Man. Like, I need to stop saying, oh, well, that'll one-shot when I'm not 100% certain, because I seem to be very good at getting the other Pokemon to just live on 1. And I don't know how I manage it so consistently. And that's a Growlithe. And, of course, it also has Intimidate, because all of the Growlithes in here seem to have Intimidate. Like, all the Growlithes in here seem to have Intimidate. My kingdom to fight a Flash Fire one. Okay, so it used its 1 turn to, I guess, smell my Sandslash. And we should go for Swift and finish off that Growlithe. Now, I believe this is the final question we are about to do, and then it's time to fight Blaine. I think this is how it goes. Okay, so, TM28 contains Tombstone, is this question. Yeah, no, that's Dig. That's Dig, although the idea of a move being called Tombstone is very funny to me. Also, you know, this guy just being like, oh, well, fire is weak to H2O. It's like, okay, buddy, I didn't understand this when I first played this game when I was, like, 5. But when I played original Gen 1, when I was, you know, an actual child who didn't understand anything about basic chemistry. But I've been to school now, I know that means water. Okay, Flame Wheel. That shouldn't do too much. Yeah, that did 9. Okay, I'm just gonna surf. I'm just gonna surf my way to victory, heal up Kuzenbo and Tillia, and then we are hopefully just gonna breeze right on through Blaine. Because to be totally honest, I am not too worried about them. Also, I have plenty of surfs left, so I don't feel too worried about having to use them. However, I am a little bit worried about his ace, mostly because I think it could just wipe out Tillia, because I know it carries Flamethrower, and I think Fire Blast, and that hits really hard. Water beats Fire, of course, but Fire melts Ice, so Fire type beats Ice-type Pokemon. Fair enough, buddy. Now, let's see what this says. It's a photo of Blaine and Mr. Fuji. They're standing shoulder to shoulder with big grins. Okay, so, first things first, let's patch up our Pokemon before we get ready for this gym battle. Now then, just as soon as this reaches the top, fantastic. Because, pretty much, here's the plan. It's these two. It's these two, and failing that, Helios, Zephyr, and Sparky. Brute Root is the last-ditch resort. Ha! I am Blaine, the red-hot leader of Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon are all rough and ready with intense heat. They incinerate all challengers. Ha! You better have Burn Heal. Buddy, I am not using items in battle. Like, I have my held items, but I can't use actual, like, item items. Okay, level 42 Growlithe. And, of course, there's the Intimidate lead. However, you know what, just for fun, let's click Earthquake and just see what happens. So we land the EQ, and it's still just one shot. What was I worried about? The answer is, I shouldn't have been. In comes a Ponyta, level 40. Once again, we're just going to Earthquake. Honestly, at this rate, I think Talia might solo. Talia might be soloing this. Although I shouldn't say that until his last Pokemon is on the field, because I don't know how much damage it could do. Level 42 Rapidash. Okay, Fire Blast, we got outspared. I think I need to switch out here. Okay, yeah, I have to switch out here, because I do not want my Sandslash dying. However, we do now manage to just wipe out that Rapidash, and now in comes Arcanine at level 47. So this is his ace, and one of the only Arcanines we will see in the game. Our rival will also have one later. So now it's time to switch to Kuzenbo, and hopefully we can just tank this Fire Blast without too much hassle. Okay, that did a little under a third and we didn't get burnt. Okay, he's gone for 3 Fire Blasts and landed all 3 and the burn. Game, you cannot be doing this to me. Okay, that nearly one shot. Well, I did about 2/3. However, I have to switch out here. If I don't switch out, Kuzenbo dies. So I think my best bet right now is Helios. So I switch out to Charizard, and Charizard finishes them off. Okay, he goes for Takedown, which did a fair bit, not gonna lie. However, that might put him into kill range for Wing Attack. Fell just short. But the real question is, it takes itself out with the Takedown. Let's go. Fantastic. Okay, Talia also goes up level 44. Oh, and with that, Kuzenbo hits level 40. And now, that is Gym Badge number 7 acquired. I've burned down to nothing, not even ashes remain. You've earned the Volcano Badge. And also a ton of money. Ha! The Volcano Badge heightens the special stats of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too. TM38, normally that is Fire Blast. Powder Snow is the ultimate technique. Don't waste it on weak Pokemon. Sometimes you can't write this. Sometimes you couldn't write this. It's just like, yeah, I'm the fire type gym leader. Here's Powder Snow. And now we increase our level cap up to level 49, 10 out of 10. So, basically, the next gym leader, the final gym leader, sorry, their ace is level 50, so our level cap will be 49. Right. And now we are also going to have a quick little detour for an episode or two, because we are about to see Bill again, who was just over here. Hey, look, it's me, Bill. No, long time no see. I hope you're still using my PC system. Well, listen, since we met up here, how about spending some time with me? There's this little island in the far south called One Island. A friend invited me, so I'm on my way out there. How about it? Feel like coming along with me? Sure, why not? Alright then, let's go. And then the boat just pulls up. Looks like my pal's boat arrived too. He's sent it specially here to Cinnabar to pick me up. Okay, so with that, we now make our way all the way over to the Sevi Islands. I mean, right now we'll only be seeing the first 3, but we'll get there when we get there. Here we are. This is One Island. There are several islands around here, and this is one of them. My friend Celio sent that boat here to fetch me. I said that in the wrong order, but whatever. He's in charge of the island's PC network by his lonesome. Why am I telling you this now? Let's just go see him. Okay, so, now we go off into the Pokemon Center. Hey there, Celio. Oh, Bill, I can't believe you came out here. Well, absolutely. How's your research coming along? Oh, wait a sec. This is my buddy Celio. He's one dedicated PC maniac. Celio, this is you know, player character, a rising contender as a Pokemon champion. That's really impressive. I hate to say it, but I have zero aptitude for battling. Anyways, I'm glad to meet you. So bring me up to speed. How's your machine running? It's running fine, but we're too remote out here. The PCs on this island just can't link with your PC, Bill. Oh yeah? Okay, let me take a look-see. Hang on here. I think we can make it work. Let me help you, okay? Can I get you to wait? Can I get you to wait for me just a bit? Actually, can I get you to do me a favour? The island next to this one's called 2 Island. There's a guy I've ever that runs a game corner. He has this thing for rocks and gems. We keep in touch, being fellow maniacs. So can I get you to deliver this meteorite to him? Okay, so that's what we have to do next time. If you're going to 2 Island, please take this. So we now have the Tri-Pass, so we can go across the first 3 islands. It's a pass for a ferry service serving the local islands. It'll let you travel between islands 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you should have this too. An extra page for the town map. Basically that's just the town map plus the Sevi Islands now. So what I'm going to do is quickly save the game, well, heal first. That's because my Pokemon took a little bit of a beating against Blaine, but hey, we managed to get through him without too much hassle. And now, just to double check, the usual PC services aren't available. Okay, so I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. Next time we're going to be checking out 1, 2, and 3 Island, and probably just doing everything that we can currently do here, depending on how long it takes. Anyway, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time for more Pokemon. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.